Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we're recording. So we've learned from being on the D2R platform, number one, that crowdfunding works, and the times are tough. People are in search of additional streams of income. So people are open, and that crowdfunding, the success of crowdfunding, whether people like to admit it or not, is based on the speed that you get involved. If somebody comes in today, they bring their two people, their two people bring their two. I've seen people upgrade to level 3 within a matter of hours. I've seen people who upgrade to level 3 maybe in a week, and I've seen people come on the platform and not upgrade to level 3 at all because they are not putting in the effort. This is not an investment platform. It is not an ROI platform where we put in our money, we sit back, relax, hope it's going to come back, and 99 out of 100 times that money ends up being gone. So it's a platform where we have to be active. We have to work. And in that work, that includes learning. It includes our commitment to understanding the systems, our commitments to training, our commitments to teaching our people, to getting on the Zooms, to using the YouTube videos to take us forward. So it's not something that's going to happen just haphazardly by accident. It is something that we are actively involved in, training our teams, teaching them, having the patience. Those are the things that cause us to get closer to success. So that's those are some of the things that we have learned. And in our learning, we have also faced some challenges. And that's what I want us to spend a few minutes on at this point. And some of the challenges that we have faced, I've been speaking to people, one-on-one. We've been speaking about it in groups in my team with my leaders. We've been speaking about it to say, what are the challenges? Why are some people getting it? Why are others, falling off along the way? And why are some of us not where we thought we would be by this time when we started? So some of us, I know some of us already on level 5, level 6, which is great, but we had anticipated that more of our team members would be at that level also, because that's where we are going to earn those funds. You don't make 400,000 by being on level 6. You make 400,000 by your people getting to level 5, getting to level 6, and upgrading. So it's great for you to get to that level and upgrade, but you need to be able to teach your people to do the same thing. If you cannot duplicate and teach the team to be where you are, it doesn't matter how quick you are. It doesn't matter if you have that money now and you upgrade all the levels all at once. You are not going to see the results that you are looking for. So some of the challenges that we faced: lazy people. Now, lazy people who come on board, they don't refer their two people. There's nothing we can do about those people. That's just part of the process. It's part of the equation. We are going to get some people who come onto the platform and then fall off. You are going to get some people who are just tire kickers. They come in for a week, they're excited. By day 10, they forgot their login details. They don't even know what their username is because they're not involved. They're not serious about where it is that they want to go. And so those people don't refer. And sometimes people get discouraged by that, but don't be discouraged, because it's part of the process. Nothing in life is 100%. We are not expecting 100%, and we don't need it to be 100% in order for us to be successful. So if you do have those lazy people, I know we all have them, who are not referring, who have expectations that don't make sense. They come on board, they sign up their husband and their daughter, and then they call their uplines and ask, when are we earning? Those people, it happens, but the point is to teach and educate, and not force, not convince, which is another reason why I try and teach the teams that don't beg or force people to come onto the platform. Let people tell 10 people, and out of the 10, take the best 3, the best 4. Don't expect all 10 to come on board, but you need to tell a lot of people so that you can find the right people who are going to join you and who are going to be on the platform with you. And that sometimes takes going through more people. You don't tell 2 and get the perfect 2. You tell 10 and maybe get 2 who look promising. Then you need to tell another 10 and get another 2. Now from the 4, the chances of having 2 out of those 4 who are committed and who are going to go through the process with you is much higher than if you had just told 2 people and expected everything would just duplicate from there. It would be nice if it did, but the fact is, in reality, things don't actually work that way. People are not upgrading. Yes, we know times are tough. People, they earn, it's easy to upgrade 60 Rand. When you get 30 Rand times two, it's easy to upgrade that. But once you start getting 200 Rands and you've got your first 200, your second 200, and people are sitting on 400 Rand, by the time the third 200 comes in where they have to upgrade for 600 Rand, they bought bread, they put petrol in the car because petrol prices are ridiculous. A liter of cooking oil, the price has shot through the roof. So things happen, and that money, when it's in a person's account, the debit orders kicked in and you were not aware, and they took that money, or you had debit orders that were just waiting, lurking, and when money hits your account, that money is gone before you can upgrade. So life happens, and people are not always able to upgrade when they should. If everybody upgraded when they got that money, many of us would be a lot further than where we are, because that process would be much quicker. So, and also slow confirmations at times. Now here, it might sound like, we're looking at just negatives, but it's because we want to look at the challenges. What challenges have we faced and how do we overcome them? We only get to the next point by facing the challenges that we have right now. By putting our heads in the sand and saying, oh no, everything is perfect, is not going to get us where we want to go. D2R, I believe, is a great platform. It's a great foundation. It's a great introduction into the world of crowdfunding, because from my background as a crypto mogul, as you will see there, many of you know I'm involved in the cryptocurrency space. A lot of people are fearful of entering spaces that are new, that maybe they've never been involved in. But when we talk about, so that's where I've been doing crowdfunding most of the time. But when we got involved in D2R, I found that a lot of people were more comfortable getting involved because it was using the systems that they knew. They know how to transfer, they're doing things on their phone. So they were comfortable in doing so, versus, oh no, now I have to, create a wallet and do this. So it was easier for them. So it was a great introduction to crowdfunding and how it works, and to prove that crowdfunding as a concept is extremely powerful, and that is the way that we can raise funds and get it together. So so we had, people are not upgrading. Sometimes people are slow on confirmations. Other challenges that we face is that people are looking for get rich quick schemes, which crowdfunding is not. Crowdfunding, you can, when I don't know if this is even the right term, when the stars are aligned, when the puzzle fits in, when every piece of the puzzle fits in well, you are able to make a killing with crowdfunding. You can start with 30 Rand and you could find yourself having 50,000 Rand in your bank account when the puzzle pieces fit well. People upgrading, people are not slow on confirmations. The system can take 50 people in your team in the first day without anybody having to manually do anything. Things happen really, really quickly. And that's what I want to talk about today, to say, how do we now reach our initial targets? I spoke to the D2R developer today and I asked him for some stats. We are sitting at the mark of about 100,000 accounts on the platform. Yes, some of us have more than one account, so it's not really 100,000 people, but there are 100,000 accounts that are live on the system. If maybe 60% of those are active, so that's a good 60,000 people who believe, who want a better life, and these 60,000 people have access to even greater numbers outside of those that they have already reached. So my question for us tonight, and I'm going to pose an answer for it as well, is how do we reach our targets that we had set for ourselves? 2022, we've hit the halfway mark. You've got your financial goals that you have set for yourself. You've got your lifestyle goals that you have set for yourself. I want to go on holiday. I want to, upgrade my wardrobe. We're not even talking about, I want to pay the bond. I want to be able to pay my car. I want to be able to afford putting a full tank of petrol in the car. Those are the financial goals, the minimum, this is what I need to do. Then there are the financial goals that are tied to your lifestyle, which I believe we all deserve, to have a lifestyle, that is going to be one that is going to take us forward, not just making it, but thriving, where, financial challenges are reduced because of our capacity that we have. So coming from the cryptocurrency background and coming from the network marketing background, where people are always talking, something is always brewing. I was talking to one of my leaders today, and you're saying, Lebo, every day somebody's contacting me with something. 9 out of 10 times it's a investment scam, and the same person who sent me a scam this week, next week or 2 weeks later, they're sending me another one. When I ask them, where's that one you sent me last week? Oh no, that one, hey, with 404, with error on the website. So that's where we are now. I've spoken to a few leaders, I've touched base with a few leaders today. I haven't even had time to respond to many of the messages that I had today because of how busy it is. But from my experience, these are a few things that I've learned. I've learned that in life, timing is very important. And I learned this lesson when something was happening a few years ago, and a program was being launched, and I was too busy with my own stuff. I was caught up in my own thing. I was too busy running my own thing, and my mind was closed and I was not open. And because of being closed, I missed out on a window of opportunity that could have placed me 10 years ahead in a year or two. And now that I see that it's happening again, I now have experience to pull on to say, hey, this looks familiar. This looks exactly like it looked back then when there was a window of opportunity. Everybody was saying the same thing. Everybody was in the same mood. I could see that there was something brewing, but I was too caught up in my own way. And I must be honest, the first week that I started seeing this brewing happening, I was still caught up in my own thing. And I was like, you know what? I don't have time. Yeah, they can do it. I'm not interested. Let me just continue with this. But then, the door, you keep hearing the knock on the door. And eventually when you open, you realize, boy, I'm not going to make the mistake that I made back then and make it again. So with that, I want to put it to you folks. I know all of us on this call, we are coming from different teams. And please let me just put this disclaimer out there. This is not a call to recruit. I'm not here to recruit. I'm not here to solicit anybody. I'm here to inform you. With this information, you are then going to go back to the person who referred you to D2R. We are not here to disrupt anybody's plans, anybody's teams, and take this person's person. No. We are simply here to inform the community that we have been building and the community that we are working with, to say, here is what is happening. And we do not want to see you miss out on an opportunity simply because we thought you were busy on the side. So together with Leader Celeste, I don't know if she's on the call. She was supposed to be on the call, but I think maybe, I don't know. We'll talk to her as she comes on. I'm gonna just check her on the phone while we are busy. Please give me a second. So yes, so with Leader Celeste, she's very in touch with what's happening on social media, etc. I'm not as social as she is on the networks, but she came to me. She said, Lebo, there's this platform. I know you're in crypto. What is your take? And I said, oh no, I'm aware of the history and the background of this platform. So let me have a look. And I must be honest, leaders, today I'm not going to do a presentation. I'm simply sharing with you where we are at. For information on how the plan works and how the compensation works, etc., we're going to focus on that another day. Today, I'm simply here to say we have built a foundation. We have taught people about crowdfunding. We have learned the do's, we have learned the don'ts. We have learned what works, we have learned what doesn't work. We've learned where our challenges are, we've learned where our strengths are. It is time for us to now pull those experiences and make them work for us. For example, when you are crowdfunding on a cryptocurrency platform, things happen very quickly. Number one, you don't have to have somebody confirm on the other side to say, yes, I have received the money, because the blockchain knows that these funds have been sent. So a person's activation and confirmation is instant. As soon as they send funds and they crowdfund, the funds are received instantly. Now, upgrades are automated on cryptocurrency platforms. So that is what we are sitting with now. We're sitting with a platform that is launching next week, we are well positioned, very well positioned for Team Africa. Currently, I've just spoken to Team Africa. Team Africa is South Africa, Nigeria, Botswana, Angola, Namibia, so Ghana, Kenya, and you are right now, I'm the person who's going to be doing the Team Africa presentations as of next week, not because, but because grace and, when the waters are stirred, you got to jump in. And I thought, I'm jumping in and I'm going all out. This is a chance for us to benefit from a platform that is international. With D2R, it's great, but we can only do it nationally because we're doing it with bank accounts. If people don't have bank accounts, it's a challenge. So crowdfunding on the blockchain allows us to crowdfund instantly. It's self-executing. We are going international. So when we say Nigeria has the highest population in Africa. There's over 1 billion people, I think, in or nearing in Nigeria. Now, when you have those type of numbers and that type of momentum flowing into a platform, and you have the opportunity to lead the pack, you do not take that opportunity lightly, and you don't let it pass you by. So we are at a position where we have the opportunity to lead the pack and benefit from us networking in these other countries, networks that have already been established, by the way. We don't have to go out and establish new networks. They have been established. All we have to do is leverage them and add to them. So it's instant, self-executing. Upgrades are automatic. So nobody's saying, oh, a debit order came in and took the 600 Rand. Now only have 125 left of 600. So I can't upgrade. And then they get jumped over by the next person. And then they now are feeling, discouraged and having all of those things which cause a snowball effect. So we are at a point, folks, and I'm saying this to say, go back to the people who referred you, go back to your teams, and let us restructure and let us go back and look at how we are going to achieve the goals that we set, because we are never married to a solid way of thinking. We are not rigid in our thinking. We evolve, and we need to move with the times. And the times now are saying that this platform, which is called Force, by the way, I haven't even said what it's called, Force, which is a breakaway from a platform that was called Forsage. I know Forsage from back in 2020, 2019, 2020. It created millionaires. I was speaking to a lady on a call before this one who made over 5 million Rand on that platform back in 2020, showed us her back office. We went through it. I recorded it on my phone. I'll maybe get her to send us a screenshot. Over 5 million Rand through crowdfunding that she started for $15. And this was on one account. She made 345,000 Rand, dollars, I believe. And this is on an account that she started with $15. I was involved with crowdfunding. I know there might be a few people here who are involved in crowdfunding with me. I see the names. We were involved in crowdfunding on a platform that I started on the blockchain, cryptocurrency, for 350 Rand. That platform, one account, gave me just under 500,000 Rand in less than 4 months. And so that's why I understand and I know the power of crowdfunding. And the power is in the auto upgrades. The power is in the speed. The power is in the sheer numbers that we can reach, because we are not limited to a group of people in a certain area. So we're not limited to South Africa. We can go all out. And Team Africa is loading, folks. And tonight, I just wanted to share this with you and say, please go into your your corner where you think, where you check your goals. You check, is this a distraction? Is it adding to what I want to do? Is it taking away? Because we don't want to pull you away from your goals. If this works with your goals, then great. If it doesn't, then please don't let it become a distraction. But we do not want to leave you outside of what is happening. Like I said, tonight, I'm not here to do a presentation. I'm not here to recruit. I'm simply here to inform. Why are you going to see us as some of your leaders now talking about platform X, seeing us moving in one direction? And the thing is, if you don't get involved, the people that you've referred, the people that you've taught crowdfunding, their eyes are now open to crowdfunding. They are going to see people's posters out there on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and people that they've met on the groups and that they've spoken to. And one way or another, it might not be now, but it could be in the next week, the next 2 weeks, the next month. Those people are going to be talking about force, and you don't want them to be talking about it and you saying, geez, I could have actually been a part of that. It happened to me, like I said, back in 20, what was it, 2020. And the people who were talking to me, they were buying cars that cost 2 million rand cash, and they were buying not one, not two, but a few of those cars. And I was too busy, and I had tunnel vision, and I lost out on a great opportunity. I joined that opportunity, I made a lot of money, but I could have made 100 times more had I got in at the right time. So timing is very important. Cost only $5 to get started. So $5 is about, yeah, so with your fees and your charges, it's going to be about 150 rand. If you've never been involved in cryptocurrency, guess what? This is the best time to get involved, because not only are we going to be teaching, doing the presentations, I run a crypto institute where we teach people about crypto. I am going to be holding lessons and classes for our team members at no cost, teaching, training, what is a wallet? How do you open it? How do you secure your funds? Funds are going straight to your wallet. They're not going to a company. Force is not a company that is going to pay us. The Force has just built a blockchain. We are paying peer-to-peer. Money is never held in a system. Funds are moving from one person to another on a decentralized platform. And this is the future, folks. It's the future. It is here. I am inviting you to get involved, whether we like it or not. Like I said, the first week when I heard about this, I've known about this for more than, this is now 2.5 weeks. I only started getting myself moving about 3 days ago. But before that, I was still, caught up in my own thing. And with that, I now realize that time is gone and we need to move. So that was my duty tonight, to just inform you. Whether we like it or not, Force is going to be known around the country. If you're on social media, just type Force and see how much information comes up on it. Like I said, I was on a Zoom call earlier with some of the leaders, and they were saying to me, Lebo, you understand that the first Zoom you're going to do, we're going to have more than 1,000 people on it. You do get that, right? And anyway, we're sorting out the logistics about that. But 1,000 people who are going to be on our Zoom, 1,000 people in South Africa alone, it's more than 1,000 people, but the momentum is already there before the platform even launches. If you want to make money, don't let 150 rand stand between you and making money. Don't let, but I tried D2R, I only made 15,000 rand. Even if you made 15,000 rand from 30 rand, that is a huge, huge return on investment, in terms of even 5,000 rand. If you've made 5,000 rand, even for those who've made just 1,000 rand in profit, what they've kept, that is a huge return on what you've started with. That was your training. Now it's game time. That was prep. Now we are going into the finals, and the finals by December time. I'm telling you, I was speaking to a lady who made over 5 million rand. She bought a car, she built a house, she's debt free, and she's saying, Level, we are going to do it again. I understand. I've done it before. Where I remember I was watching my videos yesterday, 22 days on another platform, which is cryptocurrency related. We're starting for 350. Some people on this call, I see their names are popping up. They can bear witness to this. 22 days in, I was making an average of 20 to 30,000 rand every 2-3 days. That's even putting it lightly. Maybe some days I'd make 10, 15. By the time we were 50, 60 days in, I was making an easy 40, 50,000 rand a day on a platform that I started with 350 rand. But the boost was because it was on the blockchain. Things are faster. Things are quicker when you are on technology. What took long with blockchain takes easy. And a good example would be, if you're using the banks and you're sending money overseas, it's going to take you at least 3 to 7 days. If you're sending money overseas with blockchain, it's going to take you a few minutes. The same thing comes to making money. If we're going to make money using traditional systems, we want to use the banks, we want to use what we are used to, it's going to take us long. But if you're going to plug into the blockchain, what would take long is going to take less time. with the blockchain. And that's my story tonight, folks. I'm not presenting, I'm not recruiting, I'm simply informing. My recruitment is happening off of these calls. It's talking to people one-on-one. And yeah, so I see a lot of people on the call that I've spoken to. I'm going to be getting back to everybody. It's crazy. Team Africa is pulling me left, right, and center. I'm making tutorials, I'm doing this. And I also understand that it's establishing us as a team, as a South African team, and establishing us in these other nations, because we want to go out, because the spillovers are going to be crazy, folks. I'm working overtime here to make sure that we are the team that people want to work with. So everybody's now saying, no, Lebu, we want to come, where you are, because of all the value that we are giving them. So in giving them value, we're making a lot of good connections. And so as a team, that is it, folks. We are extending the opportunity to you. I'm not giving anybody my link. I'm simply saying, this is what we're doing. Talk to the person who referred you. If you are in my team, then you can talk to me directly. And or if you want to have more information, maybe your upline doesn't have a lot of information, you can then talk to me directly. I'm on the groups, I'm on Telegram. You can send me a private message and then we can get the conversation started. But yeah, it's going to be next week, Tuesday, next week, what day is it today? Thursday. Next week, this time, yeah, we could be a few $100 richer next week this time, if you are just doing the bare minimum. For those of us who are going to be pushing next week this time, at least $1,000, $2,000, maybe even $3,000 needs to be banked in the crypto wallet, ready to withdraw at any time. So my leaders, I know we are here. I know those of you, those that we work together, we've got what it takes. Let's do it. And let's not let the opportunity pass us by. So if anybody has questions, I promise that at 7:35 I'd be done, and I am done. So if you have any questions, please contact me, send me a chat, a message, send me a question on the chat, and I will then respond to it. If you don't have any questions, then that's our story, folks. We're done. But yeah, no sleep for the next 7 days for me. And so no sleep is going to mean lots of money. So if you want to join me, know that it is going to be some work. It is going to be some learning of new concepts for a lot of you. Maybe you don't, you're not familiar with crypto. You still have to learn how to buy, still have to learn how to all of this, but don't worry, we're here to hold your hand. The same way we held your hand and supported you with D2R, we're going to do the same thing with this. And we are not leaving D2R. We have the system set up. That's the beauty of business. And we're going to be able, sure, James, I'll send the recording. So that's the beauty of D2R, is that we've done the videos, we've done the trainings. Teach your team, empower them, and let them keep on duplicating, and then you can move on to bigger and better things. But thank you so much for everybody coming on. I appreciate your time. I don't take it lightly. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, maybe you are still saying, oh, these ones they're playing. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, we're going to be on Zoom doing a presentation. I hope you get space on the call, because tomorrow we might only have space for 100. But I know that 100 is going to fill up by 5 to 7 o'clock. That Zoom is going to be full. So you don't want to miss out, folks. You want to be, when the waters are stirred, that's the best way I can put it, jump in. So thank you, James. I'll send the recording on the group. I'll post it up on YouTube, and then we'll send it. And yeah, that's it, folks. Any other questions, please? We've got 3 more minutes, and then the call is going to be over. So just as a reminder, somebody's asking, what does it cost to get started? To get started with Force is going to cost you just $5. Have at least 150 Rand available so that you can cover all of your charges and everything. So 150 Rand is enough to get you started. That's if you want one position. But obviously, for those who want to take more positions, understand that it's going to be more work. You don't need more positions, but if you're going to put in the effort and you want to leverage, then great, you can do so. But we will take you step by step, and we'll show you exactly how to do all of that. So yeah, we're welcome to a new era. We're getting started. I'm excited. I'm super excited, because things are changing, and they are changing fast, not only for myself, but for a lot of people who are going to be joining us. So thank you, folks. God bless. and we will see each other tomorrow at 7 o'clock for those of you who want more information on how it works. Like I said, if you do have questions, you can always contact me, send me a WhatsApp, send me a private message on Telegram, and then I'll be able to assist you. And go back to the person who referred you and say, hey, Force is here, are you in? And work with your team and find a way to get all of you in. So that's it, folks. Thank you so much. God bless and good night.